Those of you that are back in the day, how does NFL playoff seeding work? We're only 4 years removed from the NFL switching up how the playoff seeding and the playoff bracket works. So we're going to be breaking it down for a beginner, novice, advanced. We're going to go into the depths of how the seeding works and what can we expect from this year's NFL postseason. So first things first, we have two different conferences in the NFL. We have the AFC and the NFC, each comprising of 16 different teams, and then 4 different divisions within each conference. We have the East, West, North, and South, and each one of these conferences has 4 teams. Now, the way that this works is that you need to win your division. So look, there's 4 different divisions. If you win your division, then you are automatically top 4 in your conference and hosting a playoff game. So the top 4 seeds in the AFC, 1, 2, 3, and 4 seed, and the top 4 seeds in the NFC, 1, 2, 3, 4 seed, these will all be the winners of the 4-team division in their conference. So if we look at Buffalo, we look at Kansas City, Houston, Baltimore, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, Tampa Bay, and Detroit, as of right now, those will all be the top 4 seeds in their respective conferences. Now, breaking it down a little bit further, the top 4 seeds get a bye week in the first round of the playoffs. Sorry if I was dumb. That's what it used to be similar. The top 2 teams used to have a bye week. They removed it, and now only the top first seed gets a bye week in the playoffs. That's on me. What I meant to say is that the top 4 teams, the top 4 seeds in the conference, actually get to host a home playoff game, the first round of the playoffs. So we have the 1 seed. The 1 seed is going to be getting a bye week in the first round of the playoffs, meaning all 6 of these other teams will be playing games, and the first seed gets a bye week. They get to advance automatically to the next round of the playoffs. So you can see currently that's Kansas City, currently that's Detroit. Now, what happens with the rest? We have the 7 seed playing the 2 seed, the 6 seed playing the 3 seed, and the 5 seed playing the 4 seed in each conference, the AFC and the NFC. Well, these numbers are going to be like this no matter what. 7-2, 6-3, 5-4. That's just how the playoff bracket works. Now, like I was saying, the 2 seed, 3 seed, and 4 seed, the advantage of this, there's no bye week, but you do get to host a playoff game at home, so you have the home field advantage, and playoff football home field advantages are quite important. Now, things get a little bit tricky when we start thinking about tiebreakers and how do these teams get there, right? So if we look at the Los Angeles Rams, for instance, right? So first things first, to be one of the top 4 teams, you need to win your division, but then looking at the remaining 3 teams, 5, 6, 7, that can be the best of the rest, and really, it usually comes down to who has the highest record. Now, obviously, you can see that the 3 seed currently is 10-6, whereas the 7 seed is 11-5. That's because the Rams are still going to win their division at 10-5 or 10-6, whereas the Packers 11-5 are not going to win their division because Detroit currently is ahead of them. So the Los Angeles Rams are 10-6, and they're looking like they're going to win their division. The Seattle Seahawks are 1 game back, 9-7, and the Seahawks and Rams actually play each other. So let's say that the Seahawks actually beat the Rams in the final week of the regular season, and they both finish with a 10-7 record. Well, you know, you can see that the wild card teams, 5, 6, 7, they already all have 11 wins or more. You can see Minnesota has 14. So in that instance, I mean, Seattle, you're not making the wild card. So Seattle would have to win their division to get one of the top 4 seeds, host a home playoff game. But guess what? They actually do not. There's a tiebreaker. Same record, then we go to the tie-breaking rules. The tie-breaking rules are as such. Head-to-head, best 1 lost tie percentage in games between them. So the Rams and Seahawks play each other twice per season because they're in the same division, and they're going to be 1-1. They each have won 1 game, each have lost 1 game in this scenario where the Seahawks win in Week 18. So then it goes to the next of it. Now, it keeps going down this list of tiebreakers, and currently I think it goes all the way down to strength of victory or strength of schedule in all games. So the first 5 tiebreakers, maybe they're all the same, because I'm pretty sure that's what it is in this case. And currently, the Rams have the strength of schedule compared to the Seahawks, and that's not going to change. That's why the Rams have already clinched the 3 seed. Now, the next important thing we need to talk about, that's how the 7 teams are assigned. What happens round by round in the playoffs? We hop over here. So over here, I basically simulated my predictions and what I think the current NFL playoff seeding will be. 7-2, 6-3, 5-4, and then the 1 seed, okay? It's not going to matter if it changes. We're just doing this kind of to show what we can expect. So Reseeding. What is reseeding? Well, let's just say, the 2 seed wins. Let's go through and do some predictions. The 2, 3, and 4 win. The 2, 3, and 5 win, because that's what I think would probably be most likely to happen. Obviously, it's playoff football. Anything can happen. Well, in this instance, if we go back and look at this playoff bracket right here, some brackets will actually show it where it's like a bracket structure, and it'll make you think that the winner of one game advances to that game. That's actually not how it works. There is no bracket, quote unquote, at all. It's reseeding. So the number 5 seed would be the lowest seed that won this game, and the number 1 seed, who's on a bye week, basically the highest seed faces the lowest remaining seed, and that happens every round of the playoffs. So basically only this round, because then there's going to be a championship round after. So you can see if the 7 seed were to win this game, then see how it changes who the Detroit Lions as number 1 face. So if you're the number 1 seed, you're going to be facing the lowest remaining overall seed. In the case where 2, 3, and 4 win, you can see that the number 1 seed is going to be facing number 4, and it's going to be at home. So you still do have home field advantage if you are the higher seed. That's why the Buffalo Bills as number 2, if the Bills win, they are actually going to be playing the Ravens at home, number 2 versus number 3. Now, this would be unfortunate for the Buffalo Bills. The Chiefs get to play the 4 seed because they have the highest, highest seeding in their conference. But the Buffalo Bills as number 2, they don't have as easy of a game. You see number 1 versus number 7 over here. You have number 2 versus number 3. So that's kind of the disadvantage right there. Then you would go into the next round of the playoffs. You would see that the Bills being the home team, number 2, number 4. And then you would have number 3, number 7. So basically it gets reseeded. That's something very important I feel like a lot of people might overlook, is that it's not a linear bracket structure where we know who's going to play who. We have to wait till every single game concludes just so that we know kind of what numbers are left before we do this reseeding procedure. Now that is how the NFL playoff seeding works. That's how the NFL playoff picture works. These are not my predictions. Hell no. We actually have a video with the predictions already out, and I'm actually going to be going through and making my official Super Bowl and playoff predictions coming soon. So smash the like and subscribe button. Peace out. Thanks for watching.